It's that time of the year where basketball fans from across the country fill downtown Evansville. This week, it's the NCAA Division II Elite Eight. 44 News reporter Claire Dugan caught up with some coaches from the teams playing in this year's tournament.
Well, 8 of the best NCAA Division II programs in the country are officially in town, ready to take the court at the Ford Center and fight for that national championship title. On Monday, coaches from each team sat down to talk about their journey to the Elite Eight.
It's exciting and it's special. I think any of these guys would attest just to get, they start with 300 teams and be down to one of the final 8 means you've had an elite year.
When you get here, you're going to be in really good games against really good competition. You play as hard as you can, and like everybody said, you try to enjoy it. If possible, you try to enjoy the moment.
The coaches also talked about the impact that Evansville plays on the NCAA championship journey.
Since I first got the job 6 years ago, I heard a lot about Evansville. Obviously there's tradition here with Division II basketball, but that related to Assumption as well, because we went 5 years in a row back in the early 70s.
For head coach Brent Owen of Lenore-Rhyne, coming to Evansville is extra special. He spent 6 seasons as an assistant coach with the USI men's team and started his head coaching journey at Tell City High School.
As soon as I got my first opportunity as a head coach at the Division II level at Eastern New Mexico, I just said, man, if we could just make it to Evansville, and have that experience, it would be incredible.
Quarterfinals tip off on Tuesday with Dallas Baptist taking on Lake Superior State at noon. Then West Liberty State will take on California State Dominguez Hills at 2:30 p.m. The evening session will have Nova Southeastern against Assumption at 6 p.m. The last game will have Washburn take on Lenore-Rhyne at 8:30 p.m. Well, again, that first game tips off on Tuesday at noon Central, and the national championship game will be played right here at the Ford Center at 2 p.m. on Saturday, or you can watch that live on CBS. Reporting in Evansville, Claire Dugan, 44 News.